History of modern medicine. From plants to pharmaceuticals, the journey of modern medicine is a tale of transforming ancient wisdom into scientific precision, with the transition from using whole plants to developing purified, synthesized pharmaceuticals driven largely by scientific advancement and growing demand. This evolution was a gradual process, not a sudden change, and plants remain a crucial foundation of medical science today. For millennia, medicinal plants were the sole source of remedies, with knowledge passed down through generations. Ancient civilizations, from Sumerians and Egyptians to the Greeks and Chinese, documented the healing properties of herbs. The Ebers Papyrus from Egypt, for example, detailed over 850 plant medicines. These early medical traditions, including India's Ayurvedic medicine and Chinese traditional medicine, relied on a holistic approach that used plants to treat a wide array of ailments. The effectiveness of these early remedies was a result of trial and error, with healers discovering through experience which plants could ease pain, reduce fever, or treat infections. The pivotal shift toward modern medicine occurred in the 19th century, driven by a revolution in chemistry. Scientists moved beyond using whole plants and began isolating their active components. In 1806, Friedrich Serturner's isolation of morphine from the opium poppy marked a landmark moment, ushering in the era of pharmaceutical chemistry. This was quickly followed by the isolation of other potent compounds like quinine from cinchona bark and alkaloids from ipecacuanha. This transition addressed a significant limitation of traditional herbal medicine: the variability in potency. Using standardized, purified active ingredients allowed for consistent dosing and more reliable therapeutic effects. Demand for these new effective treatments fueled the growth of a pharmaceutical industry that moved beyond local apothecaries to large-scale industrial manufacturing. Increased demand for reliable, accessible, and mass-producible drugs was a primary driver in the move away from exclusively plant-based remedies. The Industrial Revolution brought large, dense urban populations that were highly susceptible to infectious diseases, creating a powerful need for standardized, mass-produced medicines. Early pharmaceutical companies like Merck and Bayer, many of which evolved from chemical dye manufacturers, began establishing research labs to discover medical applications for their products. This led to the synthesis of substances initially discovered in plants, such as aspirin from willow bark. This synthetic approach enabled an unprecedented scale of production that traditional plant harvesting and extraction could not match. The 20th century cemented the dominance of modern medicine with further scientific breakthroughs. The discovery of penicillin by Alexander Fleming in 1928 and its later mass production for World War II were game changers, revolutionizing the treatment of bacterial infections. Advances in genetics, molecular biology, and technology like high-throughput screening pushed drug discovery beyond plants entirely, focusing on synthetic and biological compounds. This era saw the rise of modern big pharma, which invested heavily in research and development to create and market a vast array of new drugs for a global market. However, the legacy of medicinal plants is not relegated to history books. Many widely used drugs today are still derived directly from plants or are synthetic analogs of plant compounds. Examples include the anti-cancer drugs Taxol from the Pacific yew and vinblastine from the Madagascar periwinkle, as well as the anti-malarial drug artemisinin from sweet wormwood. Today, researchers continue to explore the world's plant biodiversity for new active compounds, particularly in biodiverse areas like tropical rainforests. The rise of modern technologies also allows for new interpretations of traditional remedies through molecular-level investigations. The history of modern medicine, therefore, is not a simple story of replacing nature with synthetics, but a complex and ongoing dialogue between ancient botanical wisdom, chemical innovation, and the persistent human demand for more effective and accessible cures. For more videos like this, like and follow.